Hi everyone. Okay, here I am on this site Gizmodo, and this article about the world's oldest mummies are suddenly turning into black goo or black ooze. They're oozing black. Their bacteria is suddenly changing them, and they're degrading into black goo. They've been around for 10,000 years, and now all of a sudden they're turning into black goo. Why is this? It's because of the humidity, and my experience is that the humidity is changing so much. For example, Japan has a high humidity. Hong Kong has high humidity. Over there in Asia in the east, it's just wet. You're just dripping wet all the time when it's hot. And then I went to the LA airport and I noticed, this was like over 10 years ago, that the atmosphere was also kind of humid, which is really unusual because Los Angeles, Santa Barbara, these are desert areas, not really humid. But it was changing. So, this is all happening since they've been spraying chemtrails, and it's almost like the chemtrails are creating a hothouse kind of situation where it is more humid. Okay, here's one of the mummies. This is not a long article. So, okay, 8,000 years instead of 10. Having survived 8,000 years, the Chinchorro mummies found in modern-day Chile and Peru have started decaying more quickly than ever before, in some cases even melting into gelatinous black ooze. They're melting. Okay, don't you find this to be coincidental with chemtrails and what they're doing with the atmosphere? Have you noticed that your area, wherever you live, is becoming more sticky and humid? I never remember it being like this. I remember some dry air. But now we have this dome over us of particulates that are reflecting and bouncing light and holding in moisture that's creating this humid atmosphere so bacteria can grow. Not only that, they're releasing they're releasing bio living organisms in with the chemtrails. This is all part of the bio, nano, bio, cogno. Everything's getting into our brains, our bodies, the air, the food. So, the mummies, the oldest man-made ones in the world, originate with the Chinchorro people who preserve their dead by filling the bodies with fiber and straw. Unlike the Egyptians, the Chinchorro mummified all of their dead. Hundreds of these mummies are still buried in Chilean valleys where they are often uncovered by construction. The decaying problem began with the mummies that should be Ben. Okay, see, here's artificial technology. They're messing up with the grammar. The decaying problem began with the mummies that should have been kept most safe inside the University of Tarapaca's archaeological I don't know what that sentence means. Curators noticed the decay accelerating over the past decade. See, just 10 years, 1 decade. So they decided to bring in Harvard scientists who determined that the cause was bacteria. But the mummies had survived thousands of years already. Why did bacteria suddenly take a liking to them now? This is the beginning of something new. And what if this bacteria gets into the water, the hot waters? The salmon can't live, the seals can't live, the fish can't live. They're getting all kinds of diseases because everything is warm. That's how things grow when it's warm. That's why we have refrigerators. Keep all that stuff in check. The team took bacterial samples from degraded and non-degraded mummy skin and grew them in a lab. At higher humidity, skin with bacteria growing on them degraded more quickly. with decay setting in after just 21 days, according to a Harvard Press release. So, okay, we can even look at this Harvard Press release and see what it says, saving Chilean mummies from climate change. Well, the atmospheric interjections or whatever they're putting into the sky, the layers of white particulates, are not helping this humidity problem where bacteria can grow. So this is from March 9th, 2015. Okay, well, you can go and read that. Humidity has been rising in the city of Arica, where the Archaeologist Museum is located. That's an interesting word for humidity, Arica. So just think about what I was saying. Los Angeles, Santa Barbara, Rome is more humid. It's humid here. It's just unbelievable how humid it is. It's like the East. You know, Singapore is a hothouse all year round. It's becoming like that everywhere. The ideal humidity for the mummies turns out to be between 40 and 60%. Too high and they rot. Too low and acidification can happen. That's good to know for a museum with climate control, but a changing climate could spell doom for the hundreds of mummies still out there in the ground. They have survived for so long, but they may not survive the humidity. Okay, we're being encapsulated with the chemtrails. Scientists or whoever they are. Okay, do chemtrails exist or not? What's going on? I don't know. Here's something about cannibalism. Papuan tribe that ate brains developed resistance to some brain diseases. Okay, so they're promoting cannibalism right there. And I'll leave the link below to this, okay? It's only in the past 10 years. They've survived for thousands of years. Past 10 years, all changed because the climate is changing. And who's involved? Thanks for watching. Many blessings. Bye for now.